coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Java with John. I'm here with a special guest, Glenn Pfeiffer from Arizona Termite Pest and Weed Control. And Glenn, so happy to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks for your time today. Just so you know, Glenn helps us out with a myriad of issues here at Iron Oaks and has been with us for several years and does an amazing job. And Glenn, tell us a little bit about your background, yourself and your company.
So I've actually been in the industry over a decade. So we're certified in every licensed aspect of agriculture and pest. So we come in and we're from rodent control to pest control to trees to turf. So we can look at everything, do property assessments on a regular basis. So when we took over this, it was more of a, as businesses stay in, long time to get complacent. And so I did a property assessment the day we took it over, and it was crazy. So they let them go. We got this place back up and running, and we've got facilities, I think, pretty well dialed in, and we've started helping the homeowners out.
That's great. Now here we are, Glenn. It's starting to warm up a little bit. What sort of things could our homeowners be doing or should be doing to help themselves with pest control?
A lot of what you're going to deal with now is, of course, all our scorpions are starting to come up. Every burrowing insect is now coming up for moisture. You're going to get a lot of mosquitoes, midge flies, things like that. If you're living around these lakes, you got to make sure that your vegetation is trimmed up. No pooling water, because people don't realize this, but a mosquito egg can sit dormant for a decade. So if they're laying eggs in your ground, they just sit, and then all of a sudden you get a deluge of a monsoon, or you overwatered, all of a sudden you could have a population just hatch and then start coming out. So don't freak out about it, but remember that that larva hatches and it goes to your vegetation. It does not just sit on concrete. So a lot of people always call me going, well, what am I supposed to do about this? It's still your problem, but I'm telling you how to take care of it. Vegetation, water, keep going like that.
Also, Glenn, I know you come out, you treat everything, you service everything. Do you also come back and check on how's everything going?
Always. The biggest thing with you guys is the open line of communication, because we've got an email transfer going on or face-to-face all the time. Let us know weekly. Basically, it's, hey, we saw this, we see this, take care of this. The golf course has been tremendous about trying to help homeowners that back up to this golf course. We went through this infestation of rodent control, which once you find out and you start looking at a property assessment of an individual's home, sometimes you realize it might be at the house. It's not on the golf course. You have to kind of coincide and you got to work together. So you guys have been generous as far as letting us talk to the homeowners, help them out, educate them. Education goes a long way.
It does. And thanks for bringing that up, because a while ago we had a huge issue with rodents. It seems to somewhat have subsided here, which is great news. And what you talk about is so important. You talk about what the homeowner can do, because oftentimes I hear, John, I just planted some fruit trees, or I've added drip systems. To me, that kind of resonates like we're creating an environment for those boogers.
You sure are. And every time somebody plants and adds irrigation, they have to remember they've disrupted soil. Everything lives in the ground or on the ground and comes back up. So the more you're watering because you just bought that new plant, citrus trees especially, because you're deep water, everything's going to come up. So for sure, scorpions, rodents, everything. It's three things. It's harborage, food, and water. And you've got to take those three things out of play. Either you got to take the food away, take the water away, take their place to live away. That's what I'm saying. Trim your vegetation up from the ground.
That's great. I'm going to ask you one question that may not be part of your bailiwick, but it's summertime. We see those rattlesnakes out.
Yes.
What do we do when we see one?
First thing you should do is kind of stay away. Either fire department, or we actually do it also. We donate. The biggest thing is find out if it's a fire department that they're going to relocate them, or we come out, take them to ASU. So we donate any scorpions that we can get, rattlesnakes we can get, tarantulas we can get, we donate them so that they can be used for research or get the anti-venoms going. So you got to find something like that, not just, hey, we come out and kill. That's the biggest thing. Stay away from it. You've got about 2.5 feet. So if they're coiled, you've got plenty of room to walk around them. Don't freak out, just walk around. That's the biggest thing to remember.
That's great. Glenn, thanks for joining me on Java with John.
As
always, you have so much information, a wealth of knowledge, and we always appreciate having you out here.
Always.
Take care. Homeowners, I want to remind you, check the CITL, go online. You would have gotten a communication from Michelle about the trash survey. And important stuff coming up is there are options. Please fill out that survey so we can hear from you so we can make the appropriate decision. Also, we have a new menu starting next Monday at Stone and Barrel. I'm excited about it. All your favorites. We have a new cedar plank salmon coming on the menu. We got a new ribeye steak. We've got some summer salads. And by popular request, that hummus dish is coming back, but with a little different twist from Chef Jeff. So we look forward to that. And lastly, pickleball players, I think you've all heard, but maybe you haven't seen the Blue Monster. The new shade structure is here for your enjoyment. It'll keep you cool, especially in these summer months. In the meantime, stay well. Look forward to seeing you on the next session with Java with John.